It's a new show, and it's called Idiots Watching Anime.
Wait, am I the idiot?
Yes, Elliot. You and I are the idiots because we've never seen what we're about to watch, and we do have some anime fans with us who will hopefully be able to educate us on our moronic questions.
Who are they?
Well, let's let them introduce themselves.
I'm Emma Fyffe, and I am a fan of anime, as I think most of the internet knows.
What are your 3 favorite animes? Is that a question?
You like anime? Name all of them.
Name every anime.
Yes.
Great. Well,
Alphabetically.
let's start way
from
back
year
with
of release.
Atom Boy, but actually it was originally released as Tetsuan with
Do you have
Astro
this in
Boy
writing,
Tetsuan.
like
Atom.
credentials, anything like that?
Yeah, I do. But they're out of my car, and I didn't park in the parking lot. I parked on the street, so it'd take me a long time to go get them.
Yeah.
My
I'll believe
top
you.
3 anime. Let's see. Well, my very favorite is Revolutionary Girl Utena. Sailor Moon was my gateway anime, so that holds a very near and dear place in my heart. And then I think my third, I would say Slayers.
Oh, damn.
Which is like if you actually were playing a D&D campaign, how your characters behave if you're the GM.
I knew what one of those 3 things was.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
I know Sailor
Slayer.
Moon.
It's the one I used to turn the channel on when they're like, all right, Cartoon Network's over for the day. It's Nickelodeon time.
I am Dani Fernandez. My favorite of all time will always be Dragon Ball Z, not just because I have it tattooed on me and that's permanent. Also, Sailor Moon, I have to say too, but if I'm not taking one of yours, maybe...
You're allowed to take one of mine.
Okay, Sailor Moon, mine I feel like are all very much the same in that right now I'm watching like One Punch Man, My
One
Hero
Punch Man is so
My
good.
Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. Yeah, they're all pretty much.
The one I'm most excited for is One Punch Man, and that's the one that I've been holding off
you're
on
gonna
to be
love
able to
it.
Yeah,
watch.
you'll like
with
it.
people.
I know literally nothing about it.
He hits people with one punch, and they're done.
Sounds pretty strong.
Apparently, it's
It's very comedic.
Yeah, apparently it's like a
it's-
satire on
it
other
is,
animes.
yeah,
Okay,
it's- yeah, it's
I already know
definitely
too much.
satire.
That's the shit. See, the whole reason we're doing this show is because me and Ricky have no anime pedigree.
If it's good enough for Michael B. Jordan, by God, I can watch it too.
Oh, now it's cool. Yeah.
I love when he was like, oh yeah, I'm into Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, and they were like, oh, you watch that kind of anime, and he was like, no, that was just beginners for everybody.
Right, he's just being like,
The
I'm
anime
on your
snobs are
level,
so-
y'all.
Yeah, that like triggered him so much.
I feel like
that they said that.
between Michael B. Jordan and Sam Jackson, who on some Q&A thing they were like, "Does Sam Jackson like anime?" He goes, "Yes, I do, and hentai too."
Yeah, I know what hentai is.
Everybody wants to like anime now.
But so why do you think there's that inherent defensiveness when someone says they like anime and you're like, oh really?
Let me tell you, I think that some of it is
Gatekeeping
because
in anime?
who would have thought? I think that some of it comes from the same sort of thing that happens with any sort of nerdy property where there was a period of time wherein people were made fun of for it. And instead of people going, this is great, everybody likes the thing that I like now, they're like, well, you didn't have to suffer for it like I did. And then with anime, there's this added level of, because like when I was a kid, it was hard to get anime. And I would read about all these titles in America that were not available in the US.
Yeah, so before streaming, I remember this being a thing where like a single DVD would have to be like imported, and the import
Dude, I watched
taxes were
VHS. I had
crazy.
VHS
Heck
tapes.
yeah,
I had
But they were like
VHS tapes.
$100 for some like.
Yeah, well,
it was ridiculous.
so it was like basically the
The
sort
anime
of
economy was strong.
it was very strong.
It was very underground.
The sort of
too.
standard was that usually, a single DVD, let's say, of a series would have maybe 4 episodes if you were lucky. Usually it was only 3. And so what you ended up doing, especially if you wanted to get titles that were not legally available in the US. Kazaa. Well, I remember Kazaa. That's like bringing me back. But no, literally, as Dani said, it was physical VHS tapes, and they were imported from Japan, and they were very illegal. The video quality was usually terrible, and they were subtitled by fans who spoke Japanese.
Yes. Fan subs.
Yep.
So they can just write it wherever they want.
Yeah, I mean, basically, and and some of the subtitling was notoriously bad. Like to this day, I can't remember characters' names in anime because they were usually wrong in the subtitles.
But also they would just like add in things like with Goku, it would be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking murder you. And it's like he wouldn't say that.
Definitely
Well, that's funny. I watched. It was the Devilman. They had an older version of some version of that.
Oh, of the 70s OVA.
And so like there was some YouTube clips where like the dubs were just the most ridiculous thing and nothing but cussing because there's like he's just like fucking shit.
Okay, open the door and let's take a swing at the motherfuckers. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shit ass motherfucker.
They took some liberties sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So from what I've heard, slightly off topic, but there is a disproportionately high number of Spanish-speaking anime fans, particularly of Dragon Ball Z.
Particularly.
Because it was much easier to find it on TV, on
Yeah.
Spanish
sure.
language
Yeah.
TV,
Yep,
and
yep.
in Mexico on TV. Like,
Yeah.
there's just on the TV all
I
the
used
time.
to watch it on Telemundo. They also had it uncensored, which we didn't always get to have.
Wow.
Yep.
On
What
Toonami
would be
or
censored
WB.
in Dragon Ball?
Goku's balls.
Yeah,
from the
remember?
back.
Yeah, there's a lot of- yeah,
and
there's
it
a
was
lot
like
of-
all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think even in the movie we're gonna watch, there was definitely some censorship when I first watched it on Sci-Fi Channel when they were airing it. So yeah, I mean, and it is very true, and it's not even just in Spanish-speaking countries. Like anime in general, particularly throughout like the 1970s, early 80s, was much more prevalent in European countries. Or even you take something like Sailor Moon, which is 90s, like it aired all of it on TV in France, and they didn't censor the relationships or like change things.
So it's like dance music. Like America just discovers EDM in like 2005. It was like, have you seen this shit? And everyone's like,
Well,
yeah.
that's what frustrates me about the whole subs versus dubs conversation, because it's been dubbed in so many different
Yeah.
languages. Everyone always blames us for it,
Yeah.
but it's like no. I love the fact that there were kids in Mexico that got to watch it in their own language.
Yeah.
Like, and so whenever people throw in that like no, it has to be pure. It's like no, but it's
Nah.
kind of nice that in all these other countries, kids like us that got to watch it in their native language.
Honestly, blame Italy if you're gonna blame anybody
Do
for
it.
dubs.
I blame Italy for
because-
everything.
But to be honest, the Spanish.
Berlusconi-
I blame Italy for this 10 pounds that I shouldn't have.
It's all that damn spaghetti.
I was gonna say the Spanish dub to this day, like in the Dragon Ball community, is one of the regarded as one of the best dubs of it. It's amazing.
Would you say it's a good way to learn
Yes,
Spanish?
yes.
I found that when I went to Japan, an easy way to learn the language was I didn't know what like channel to put it on. I was always trying to find like weird like infomercial stuff because they have a lot of that. But I found a kids show.
Yeah.
And they
Yes.
they'll do it. It's teaching kids in Japan English.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're like
Ah.
sounding everything out and doing it multiple times. And I'm like, I'm learning
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
The other really good way to learn to read in Japan is to read the vending machines.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah.
practice reading the vending machines.
Makes sense.
I was gonna say my older brother actually shows my niece. So on Netflix, all of the animated shows you can normally turn them into Spanish.
Oh, really?
And so that's how. So it'll be a regular English show, and he'll just have it in Spanish.
Smart.
And he'll play that for her.
Simpsons did it first.
Yeah.
That was the first. Cause we got my Spanish class in high school. They're like, "Oh, you got to go watch an hour of Spanish TV and like write a summary of it."
Yeah.
You would
And we
watch.
would be like, "Well, can we use the SAP button? I don't know what that stands for,
Yeah.
but it changes the language tracks." He's like, "Yeah, fine." So I just watched an hour of The Simpsons each week with the Spanish turned on.
Yeah. It's a good way to learn. That's an anime then.
Yeah, it is.
I tried to learn
I
German.
prefer Simpsons subs, not dubs.
I tried to learn German when I was in Austria by watching Digimon in German.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so this can be a whole episode. We should just
We
make
are
this like
watching a movie.
No,
Yeah,
we will.
we are.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we
to the
got a
movie. We
movie.
should probably just cut the 20 minutes and make it like the intro to this show.
No,
But
we'll leave it all in.
What's the difference? Like, so Pokemon comes out first and then Digimon? Is that what the deal was?
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon was on TV in the US before Digimon was, and I think it predates it altogether.
Do anime purists even give a shit about Pokemon and Digimon?
It was interesting. I actually just recently did an episode of Jason Inman and Ashley Robinson's podcast, Geek History Lesson, about Digimon.
Digimon? Oh, yeah, I
And
saw
we've
that.
gotten a huge response of people being like, Digimon never gets any love. Everybody just cares about Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I do think that there are some sort of anime snobs that kind of turn their noses down at those collector for kid kind of
Yeah,
shows.
because for me
but-
it would be like if someone was like, "Hey, do you watch anime?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've seen Pokemon." They'd be like,
But it is anime.
is.
That's how
"I'm
a
talking
lot
Full
of.
Metal Alchemist."
But
I'm
I
talking-
know. Okay, so a lot of people feel that way about Dragon Ball as well, and honestly, to me, like Akira Toriyama actually influenced a lot of the current anime artists that we
Sure.
have now. So it frustrates me when people say that. because it's like, no, this legendary, it's mainstream now, but this legendary, iconic show helped not only get anime over here popular, but helped inspire artists that are in Japan.
And but that would be something like, if you look at anime in the 80s or the 90s, that would be like people saying that any of the Go Nagai properties, like Devilman or Cutie Honey or Mazinger Z, were all just like, you were like, whatever, it's like super mainstream. Because, I mean, you look at something like Mazinger Z.
It feels like music to me, where it's like, if you like Pokemon and Dragon Ball, it's like, well, yeah, I listen to the Black Eyed Peas and Metallica.
Right.
It's like, oh, but...
You compared Pokemon to the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it. I like it.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Is it considered anime like if it's like a Hayao Miyazaki movie?
Hayao Miyazaki does not like to consider his own work to be anime.
I mean, it's quite different than...
Yes, he does not like the term anime. He is famously quoted as saying anime was a mistake.
I
He
love this
said a
man.
lot of things.
Hashtag Banime.
But I think from most Western fans' perspective, they would look at his work and go, well, it's animated and it's from Japan and therefore
And that's
it's anime.
literally what anime means.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't have this argument. We have this argument here in the West, but they don't actually have that argument very often.
Yeah. It's just
So
called-
Because that's
just
literally
means
what it means.
Animation
Yes.
in
Yeah,
Japanese.
it's just animation.
Yeah, I mean,
Because my friend works
sounds
at a
about right.
Japanese animation studio, and he was like, nobody sits around arguing this.
Do
Only
they-
you guys do
Do they have a
that.
different word for our cartoons?
Yeah. Tunes? I don't know.
I don't know,
Trash.
actually.
Cartoon.
I'm now
Everyone
curious.
is so loud.
it's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just
My only experience growing up with anime was Pokemon would come on and I'd turn it off. And then kids in high school, I knew the anime kids in high school, the clique, because they would sit and draw Dragon Ball
That was me.
characters. Yes, they would sit at
Yeah.
lunch and draw Dragon Ball characters and like make up their own characters and always wore silk shirts with flames on them.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh my
the
god,
bowling
that,
shirt.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
that
Bowling
literally
shirts.
I was those kids at
Yeah,
your
there you go.
school.
Did you grow up
Yes.
in Florida?
No, Connecticut.
Oh.
No, that was
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I had my trading cards on the front of my
Oh
binder.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Just keep sending signals? Like,
Yes.
hey, anybody...
We
Some
used
of
to
them were holographic.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we used to buy Pokemon booster decks, like Japanese ones that had the dope holographic cards in them.
So with like any other subculture like this, when you were in middle school and high school, did you have a clique, or did you go to people's houses and be like, they'll be like, oh, I got this new VHS in from Japan, and
Oh yeah, I mean, I and it was a very small core group of people, but I definitely had my other friends that liked anime, and because it was very much a subculture at that time that wasn't as anime wasn't as widely available back then as it
Yeah.
as it is now.
that's what
and
I figured.
so-
Like someone would get it and be like, hey, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So you like had these little cliques, and you would kind of decide like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy these fan subs, and you're gonna get these ones, and I'll buy this DVD, and you buy this DVD.
And then there was the one weird guy that's like, hey, I got this hentai. You like that?
I
You're gonna
stumbled
love
upon
this.
hentai so when I was in middle school, it was in Orange County, and I had one friend that was into anime, and everyone else was watching Laguna Beach at the time.
Wait, which
no
middle school
one-
did you go to?
I'm not.
Don't dox it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Please. My life is a little bit different
which
than
city
yours.
in Orange County?
But what I was gonna say is, so I had one friend that was in an anime, and it was okay because she was super into Future Trunks, so she got to have him. I was very much into Vegeta, and so we would go and we'd go to the cons and bug the voice actors who we now know and work with, who've been, at least for Dragon Ball Z, they've been the same ones for the last 20 years.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to leave
yeah,
a gig
almost.
like that.
But anyways, what I was gonna say
You
is
just
that
Google
I
their
did.
names together and like, oh god.
I also got into fan fiction. That was a big part of Danny's life when she was 13.
So you wrote your own animes?
I wrote my own fan fiction on fanfiction.net as
Oh,
well
girl, you
as
Which characters did you ship?
100%. I was on the Gohan Videl, like their Will They Won't They when they were in high school.
Sure.
Also, of course, Vegeta and Bulma. But okay, so just so you know, there's a thing in the fanfiction world, and it's called lemons, and those are like spicy.
It's
exotic
a little
fan
pornographic.
fiction. Exotic
and
fan
it
fiction
ranges
is known as lemons.
from a little pornographic to a
To
lot.
like he was penetrating her as
Yeah.
she
Jesus.
moaned. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
Huh.
Anyways, you're
Well.
welcome.
So
I don't-
see, it's shit like this that has helped me never get into this.
Yeah, it was a weird subculture, and that's why I'm like super interested in it.
But that's just like...
I'm finally at the age where I can actually appreciate it on a base level. The last time I tried was when I was super into weed, and I had a friend, like, we would smoke all day every day in like my mid-20s, and he was like, you have to watch Full Metal Alchemist. And I don't remember any of it. I just remember going like, fuck, I was trying to have a good time tonight, and like this is like kind of fucking weirding me out and bumming me out. Can we just watch Family Guy? So that was my last experience before we did the podcast with you, so with this, today we are going to be watching, and if for some reason I've cut this and we've moved it to another channel, go watch on our other
We've
channel.
only been talking for like 15 minutes.
Good.
It's fine.
Let
it roll.
We are going to be watching the Dragon Ball Z movie, and it's The Dead Zone. Mm-hmm. The Dead Zone.
When did this come out?
1989.
Yeah.
Ooh, so it's pretty old.
Yeah.
Older than a lot of you people listening and watching.
Yeah,
true.
everyone that's watching this that has a lot of opinions about this movie. You weren't even born yet.
Yeah. Stay in your young lane.
Yeah.
I mean, when did you say that you had seen it?
I saw it. So they used to air this on the Sci-Fi channel.
Okay,
so
yes.
Sci-Fi used
Yeah.
to do this thing called Saturday Anime.
You used to do this thing called science fiction.
Yeah.
True.
And it was named after it.
That's very true. But yeah, their main sort of programming, they had this programming block on Saturdays where it was Saturday Anime, and this was one of the movies that they used to show. It was like this and Robot Carnival, and I think they showed some of the Bubblegum Crisis OVAs and like Vampire Hunter D. Like, it was this great lineup of programming that a lot of it, by and large, I really was probably too young to be watching.
for sure. That's
But
most of it.
They definitely showed it censored, so it wasn't as bad, but yeah.
I think the thing about anime, I was the same way. The thing about anime is that a lot of times our parents would see it and be like, oh, that's just cartoons, and they wouldn't realize
Yeah.
a lot of it. I originally, I think, saw this on Toonami. They used to play The Dead
Yeah,
Zone and Tree
they
of Might.
did. Oh,
and
yeah.
World's Strongest and stuff. I think like Saturday nights as well. And that was my babysitter for a while.
Yeah.
So...
Pretty good babysitter.
In what ways do you think this has negatively affected your life watching all of these?
I don't think it. I mean,
Not at all.
we've like both gotten to have a career from it. The only thing I would say that was negative was how much I was really teased where I was
Yeah.
in my area of California. It just wasn't cool, and I was bullied a lot for liking it, which is so. It makes me mad now when people say it's so mainstream because it wasn't.
Yeah.
At least for us
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, I think it's even
like
worse.
Pokemon was.
Sure.
It's even worse than gaming, because like gaming was like, it was a total dork thing to do, but it was never like that bad.
Yeah,
where
no,
it
like
was,
Yeah.
there was a point where like literally every boy in like my 8th grade class would play the same Counter-Strike game. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
every
Sure.
night. Like it was not a weird thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think for me, it was like I more just kind of kept it to myself
Yeah.
that I liked anime. I didn't really particularly get bullied for it, but I certainly didn't feel accepted for it. I felt like it was something that I had to not talk about, and I was very fortunate that my brother was also really into it, and so
Yeah.
it was a thing where my brother and myself and some of our neighbors, we would come home every day after school during the heyday of Toonami, and it was like, oh, we gotta watch the new episode of Gundam
Tenchi
Wing or
Muyo.
whatever. Oh,
I was so into the
love
girls on that
Tenchi
show.
Muyo. It's so good.
So okay, we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a lot of
Watch
questions about
Tenchi
this.
Muyo as well.
Yeah. Also,
we're gonna
on
go through
Funimation
it.
now.
I got 30 years
Oh,
of
crap,
anime
I
to
didn't
catch
know
up
that.
Yeah,
on.
we have a
and
lot
it
to
starts
catch up
now.
on this show. So with this, in the timeline of Dragon Ball, and in the in the real life timeline,
Yes.
and in the timeline of this world.
Well, should we even get some backstory, or should we just
No. I'm saying.
dive right
I'm
in?
saying, where does this fall on the Dragon Ball timeline and in the historical timeline? Like, did this movie come out after a season of the show, or when did this launch, and how does
This
it
should
work?
have come out right. This movie takes place, I believe, right after Dragon Ball, but right before Dragon Ball Z.
That is
Okay.
correct.
When Raditz gets there.
Yeah.
So it's like right in between that time period.
And we'll learn all these names of the characters. I know Goku and
line wise in terms of Dragon Ball's release. So Dragon Ball Z itself, the series, had started airing in like January of '89, and this came out in July of '89.
Oh, okay.
But as Danny says, timeline wise, this takes place before Dragon
Okay.
Ball Z.
all right, so that sets the stage for me better.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so how are we going to do this? We're just going to watch And then pause at a
I think
particularly.
we can talk over it and kind of like
Yeah.
try to keep
Yeah.
the conversation going.
Yeah.
But I think it might even be I have the power, so if I have to stop it to like get a point across
Yeah.
or like we have questions or something, we can do that.
Sure.
But I would also say if we're talking over something that we should see.
Yeah, you let us know.
Okay.
Let me know so I can pause it because there'll be like someone going Super Saiyan or whatever. Does that happen in this?
You're not gonna
No,
see
you're
that.
way before that.
Trash
way
movie.
before that.
0 stars. But if something
That wasn't a thing.
If we're like just talking bullshit over something important, be like, "Hey, stop," because you should watch this.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Kay.
So that's how we're gonna do it.
Ready.
And if you're following along at home on what is this, Funimation?
Yeah, this
You
is
can
on
watch
Funimation.
it. Yeah, that's where
Funimation.
we're watching it right now.
But import it from Japan
For
on VHS. Get the
$100.
real. Get your old tube TV out. Watch it like it should be watched.
Get the Spanish dub and
It's like playing
Educate yourself.
It's like playing an emulator instead of going down to the arcade.
you will have people probably respond to Spanish that they remember Spanish dub if they watched it. It was
Hell
so
yeah.
good.
All right. Well, we're gonna get started, and I'll tell. If you are watching at home, you can watch along with
Yeah.
us. Although it'll be very hard to keep track.
And we're
So-
pressing play now.
Yeah. So it
There we go.
should also be noted that there are multiple versions of the English
Yes,
dub,
yes, yes.
3 to be precise. This is
Damn.
the
I was
redub
saying
from
before we started that this is the, this is the
2005.
Blade
This is
Runner-
the Funimation.
The Blade Runner of Dragon Ball.
It
The
is.
one that we most like, the one that was on Sci-Fi and Toonami, was the Ocean dub.
Yeah.
And that's the one that people know the most.
So
of
what is this one?
This is
What?
the
Oh,
the
shit,
most recent Funimation
Already
one from
busting it up.
2005.
All right, is that
So-
Vegeta?
No, that's
Shut up.
No, I'm
That's
dead serious.
Piccolo.
Okay,
Okay.
Piccolo.
Same
Piccolo.
voice actor
Piccolo.
in
Did you
English.
forget the characters that I already taught
only
you
have-
from last
I
time?
only have so much space in my brain.
Okay.
I'm very
Yeah.
old.
Okay.
Something gets pushed out.
So
every
in
time.
this English language version, Piccolo is voiced by Christopher Sabat, who also does do the voice of Vegeta.
Yes.
In the Ocean dub, he was Scott McNeil back in the day when Scott McNeil was every animated character.
And Brian Drummond
Yes.
was Vegeta, and he did the infamous over 9,000 line.
Running in the sky. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he's about to get pinched. This movie starts off real strong.
It
like
does.
straight into
Yeah,
a
this is
battle.
how
It
all
comes in
movies should
swinging.
start off.
With Piccolo
This is
being
how
attacked
Infinity
by
War is going to be.
sights unseen. Yes.
Just want to point out that that studio logo at the beginning was extremely relaxing.
Oh yes,
I
the
wanna
old
live
the
in
old
that.
Toei animation.
Yes.
It's so good. Dang, Piccolo's just getting owned.
I know. Yep.
So that looked like it hurt, but
The characters in Dragon Ball are
I know.
a lot more indestructible than the
Yeah.
average human.
they're powerful, but they also don't feel pain.
Also, death, like people will argue with me about this, but death isn't, it doesn't have as much weight
Nope.
when you have Dragon Balls and can just wish people back
they just-
repeatedly.
they go to like Heaven Land and then
and then they come back, and then they die.
They have
and
like a
come back.
different color hair or something, right? When they're or a different color shirt or something.
They
when
normally
they're
have a
dead,
halo.
yeah,
Oh,
they
the
have-
halo.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has the Z logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this was the first.
This was the first movie in Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z. Yeah.
and it
break
was
through the shining clouds and fly away.
Fly away. That's not how it goes.
Panorama spreads itself throughout my brain.
I do want to say that my ex-boyfriend loved the fact that I was trying to introduce him to this series, and he loved the amount of electric guitar that it
Yes.
had.
Wait, there's no lyrics being sung.
No.
no, this is for you to sing.
Oh, next one of
Wait,
this
so he wants it
volcanoes
to-
explode if within the thawed polar ice.
Well, that's a real.
I
This
only
is,
know
this
the
is what the
chorus.
guitar is singing.
There is a dinosaur. Then I
So
want to
then I
train him
want
to
to
balance
train-
atop a ball. Is this like foreshadow? Does this have anything to do with the plot of the series? Oh my god! Oh, that was a dinosaur. Chala head chala. No matter what may happen, I feel as though nothing can bother me.
Man, I didn't know that there was
Like,
this like
for
karaoke
someone
version of
watching this,
Head
Wasn't there a guy who did essentially the voice? I forgot which one it was, but he sung
What?
Head Chala.
Hold
Oh
on.
yeah.
I do like that. If you were watching this before Dragon Ball Z came out, this probably got you super stoked because you're like, oh,
Right.
Yeah.
wait, all
you
this
could
is gonna
see
happen.
things. Yes.
Yeah, well, and I mean, in the U.S., I feel like this was airing on TV before Dragon Ball Z was actually airing on TV, so we kind of actually got stuff in the right
we already
order.
knew about characters. Yeah.
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 These lyrics are absolute nonsense.
If you haven't ever seen the Rock the Dragon intro, I feel like I showed it to you guys, but treat yourself.
Oh man, look at that
'Cause that's
early
old
Z
school.
team. Damn.
And I've got a bow.
It's a bow staff.
Yeah, it's okay. He doesn't need a weapon. Why does he have a weapon?
I don't know.
at the beginning, so
So
Piccolo
this is
got his
Goku's
ass kicked.
house.
And then they
Yeah.
showed old Piccolo, or is that a different
Kami.
man?
No, that's Kami.
He's the guardian of the earth.
Yeah.
Kami.
I just appreciate that this didn't start with a voiceover explaining 10 things that
Everything.
went off in the last episode.
Yeah.
So if you guys remember, it's really important to Chi-Chi that Gohan is a scholar.
Yes.
You're not going to be a fighter like your dad.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
That's exactly
And
it.
that's why Gohan used to wear this cute little outfit.
I mean, that's very relatable.
With the Dragon
he's
Ball
so
on his
innocent.
hat.
He has a tail.
Yeah, because he's a
You
Saiyan.
deserve a better life than us. Oh, yeah, he does have it. Did he always have a tail?
Wait, is that her dad?
Yes.
That's
the
the
Ox
Ox
King.
King.
Yeah.
Why doesn't
She's a
he beat the shit out of
princess.
Goku?
Because he can't.
Yeah, he's not that strong.
Oh.
He's an absolute unit, though. Like,
Yeah,
I
he's,
think
he's a,
I mean, he looks like a Dream Daddy character.
Oh yeah. Was there a lot of hentai drawn about him?
God,
I
about the
hope
Ox King? I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope
he's
not.
definitely packing some heat.
He's he's a bear for sure.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Stroke City.
Oh, you know what? He's voiced in this one by Kyle A. Bear, who does the voice of adult Gohan.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
And is
neat.
the
Oh
announcer.
no! Oh no!
Ooh!
Oh no. Heart attack or?
I was just, coming around
Uh-oh.
the old man.
Get ready.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine this being a PSA for like checking your
Always take your heart medication.
For signs of a stroke.
Wait.
By the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
Chi-Chi was originally a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Dragon Ball, she
Oh.
was actually pretty fierce.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
had like this dope sort of like axe helmet that she wore.
But then she
looked
had a
sort of-
baby
She wanted
and
to
left
be
it
a
all
wife and
behind.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked sort of like a professional wrestler,
Noble.
but she was
Totally.
a little girl.
She does have some fighting ability.
Wait.
So are these the same people that took out
Piccolo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They're very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Three
Everyone.
pairs.
They're supposed to look like demons.
Everyone in this
Yeah.
show eats disgustingly.
They want.
That's most of anime,
They want
honestly.
Chi-Chi's hat, or wait?
No, they want Gohan's hat because he has a Dragon Ball on
it has the 4-star ball on it that they need.
So are Dragon Balls sort of like Infinity Stones,
I guess you could
sure,
think of them that way.
Sure.
or like the boxes that Dark Side has?
Goku's
mother
always
boxes.
off like doing something else.
Yeah, he's always in water.
And
Oh, my family's okay.
he's naked.
Yeah, he's naked.
We got his ass shot for no reason. I love it.
Gohan, you're doing such a bad job of running.
Well, he's a child.
He's adorable.
He's so cute.
Has he been training at all at this point?
No.
No, he's not allowed to.
Okay.
Oh, and they took the child.
He's been kidnapped.
Goku, you terrible father.
Yeah, he's just off fucking around.
Yeah.
Look, he was bringing food home for his family to eat.
Nah, he was splashing
Listen,
around
this
having
is
fun.
this is Goku at his peak. Good dad.
This is
so
peak,
like,
yes.
just
To be honest, it is. Okay,
It
it's
gets
not going to
worse.
get better than this.
Yeah.
Goku, why did it take you 2 hours to go down and grab one fish?
Yeah, well, and knowing Goku too, that one fish would have just been him putting it all the way in the mouth and just blowing
Yeah,
out the boat.
yeah.
Oh shit, I was supposed to get food for my family.
Aww.
He's such a little wimp at this point.
Yes.
That just makes his rise to power that
it does.
much more.
Yeah, I
incredible.
That is
don't-
a
That's a dick and balls.
Very phallic.
Holy shit.
They're not even hiding it. And look how little it is. He
That
is
is a-
compensating.
That is one of those weird dildos they sell on the internet for like people that can't get off to a normal
Guaranteed they
dildo.
make a dildo that looks
They
like
have
that.
a yeah.
I'm sure they do.
I want a
I was
big
gonna
throne
say
that looks
I
like
was
a cock.
looking up. They have Dragon Ball Z like bongs and stuff, and they
Yeah.
definitely have dildos as well.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
Which
So-
you can find on Etsy, by the way.
Yeah, great. Support local
I'm not
art.
gonna trust a dildo from Etsy.
So is this guy the same species as Piccolo?
No,
Are they a species? I don't. How did that work here? They're all vaguely.
No,
Similar
there's
looking.
yeah,
Alien looking.
there's a lot of like kind of demonic looking aliens in because that's the thing is that like there's a fair amount of sort of sci-fi in terms of Dragon Ball because there's a lot again like alien races and
in the
space
galaxy.
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piccolo is Namekian from the planet Namek, or that's where his people are from. And then Garlic Jr., who's this dude, is
Garlic
technic-
Jr.
Yep.
Is he the white-haired one?
No. He's the little dude that's
little guy.
compensating. definitely compensating. That's why he
Garlic
wants the
Junior.
We'll go down to Hardee's after this and get me a garlic junior.
Well, if you've noticed, a lot of their names are kind of after food. Specifically,
love
Saiyans
food.
are
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah.
That eye twitch.
Gee, maybe it has something to do with his monkey tail.
Yeah,
which
why
is
did you
not
get him in the
normal.
first place? Like,
Yeah.
You could have just taken the hat.
Right. I
Right,
know.
yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
did they take the kid?
Also,
Yeah.
maybe the power is the Dragon Balls. That is Martian Manhunter on the right. Crossover.
Yeah, these are not attractive men.
That's why they're so angry.
Yeah.
Just like incels.
Hey, smooth skin.
Yes.
They came for something else. They came for the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no shit.
Why do they
Yep.
only? Have you realized they only have one Dragon Ball radar?
I know. Like,
ever.
why did Bulma not make
Why did
more?
she easily can?
Yeah.
And they only have one because he always has to go and get it and then
Yeah.
bring it
It's
back.
It's because they don't want to risk one getting stolen. If there's
Well, that is
multiple,
true.
I wouldn't trust Goku with one, even though he just
Yeah.
took it.
No,
Yeah.
it's his wife's.
He's gonna
Yeah.
go in the bathtub with it. He's gonna get it wet.
Yeah. He's going to lose
Yeah.
it, and then the enemy's going to have it, and yeah.
Why did he run back from the lake if he could have surfed through the air? This man chooses to use his abilities at very inconvenient times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get more fruit.
Thank goodness there's just fruit growing all over the place.
Well, now he's just fucking with them.
Yeah.
Oh no, being a father would be so hard. Now they're gonna like sympathize
Yeah.
with Goku. Take him back.
Why not? You ate it, didn't you?
Uh-oh.
What is that? What?
It's the forbidden apple,
Yep.
and he's the snake.
Oh, he
The
just
other
ate
guy's
the core.
snake.
Yeah, the chorus. Those,
Nutritious.
I don't know. Those seeds have cyanide in them.
Uh-oh.
Now an apple tree's gonna grow in his belly.
Yep.
That kid is drunk.
Yep.
That apple was
That's-
fermented.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's drunk.
They're
now.
fermented apples.
Oh my god, the
Yeah,
kid
he's
is
drunk. Yeah.
Yep.
This is family entertainment.
He's-
Oh no!
Why didn't they
Here
take
you
the?
get another
There it is
song.
again.
Way up in the sky, a whale was swimming along.
He's not singing it at all, by the way.
He blew out
This
of
is all in his head.
Yes.
and it turned into rain.
Those are like limericks or.
That's the baby dinosaur from Dinosaurs, all grown
it
up.
really
Oh my
is.
god.
Is he dreaming this dinosaur, or is this actually happening? Is he hallucinating?
Well, he does have a pet dinosaur,
Yeah.
Icarus, which is
Okay.
kind of his pet, or whatever, but that's not him, so no.
Yeah.
No.
Also, how is this guy winded? If
When he's a
if he-
fighter?
yeah, when he's a
Right.
fighter and like destroying
Yeah,
people.
they
or
just-
But
beat
like
the shit
chasing
out
a
of
drunk
people.
kid,
Yeah.
that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now he's definitely hallucinating.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn. I'll have what he's having.
Wait.
Isn't this so cute?
That's fucked up.
I love
Now there's
it.
100
It's a lot
dinosaurs.
like the pink elephants on parade part
Yes.
of
Oh my gosh.
Dumbo.
Yeah.
Elephants on parade. dude.
Back to the dick throne.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly.
And
what
also
they were
the
doing.
like heffalumps and
And
woozles.
Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
I love
Yeah,
it.
in the English language version, they don't have
Do you guys
the songs,
remember
but they
Wonder
still have the
Chosen?
subtitles.
Yeah,
yeah,
So
I love,
Wonder
I love
Chosen.
Wonder. Yeah, this is very strange.
He's so adorable.
Just take his hat off.
Yeah, why don't they just? They want the ball. Have they not found the ball? Did they not see
Also-
it right there on top of his head?
No, they
Those-
knew because that was what they were going to get was the number 4 Dragon Ball from the top
So
of
why
his
do they
hat.
need the kid? Just take the hat and kick him off the
don't
tower
know.
to his death.
I think they might have mentioned something about training him. We might have talked
Yeah,
over
I
that.
mean, and they also already sensed that he has some kind of power,
right.
so
That was why.
They want to turn him like Sith.
sure.
Love that guy's hair.
You know what? I wish people would cosplay as these like old
Yeah,
school.
I
feel nobody
agree.
remembers. People
Yeah.
need to do
'Cause people wanna be
Cybermen.
noticed at,
Cybermen too.
I
I
feel
never
like we
see
don't
cosplay
even get enough
of.
Ginyu Force,
Yeah,
honestly.
Ginyu Force
You know?
and all the poses.
Yeah, you dress up like that, someone's gonna come up and be like, "Great Martian Manhunter."
Yeah.
No.
What are you
At an
supposed to
anime
do?
con, people
I feel
would know.
Dragon Ball people would know for sure. I do see a lot of Dragon Ball Chi Chi though. I like her cosplay.
Yeah.
There's like what, 2 women you can dress up as?
No, there's a lot
There's
of women
a lot,
actually.
especially now.
Yeah.
Android 18.
I've seen
There's
2
a lot
so far.
in Super now.
Yeah,
a lot
the
of
Snake Lady.
fighters. The Snake Lady, I would love if people dressed up as her.
I've cosplayed Bulma before.
Yeah, Bulma
Like,
has every
okay.
style imaginable.
Yeah.
That is a large, long
so
dragon.
is this what the Dragon Balls do? They summon
Yeah.
this dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Shenron.
Oh,
Because
I've always wondered.
I don't think we watched an episode with that.
It doesn't happen
As much as you think for a show that's called Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So
Why
why
do
do
they
they
save
want
it like Game of Thrones?
because
Why they want the
when
dragon?
you summon Shenron, he can grant a wish.
Oh, he's a
Most
genie.
of these guys want immortality. That's like,
But why would you want to live forever looking like that?
Wait, so the dragon doesn't fight? He just grants wishes?
Yeah.
yeah.
Why is he so big and scary
Well,
looking?
most of the time with the main sort of protagonists, they're trying to find the Dragon Balls to revive one of their dead friends. As Danny said, death is really pretty temporary
Yeah.
in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They can just come back.
Yeah.
Just gotta track down a few
silly.
balls.
Yeah, like
my
and
wish
a
is
lot
for
of
3
and
wishes.
honestly, a lot of the time it's kind of part of the plan. Is they're like, listen, just die and we'll wish you back.
Yeah, I feel though, and I'm sure we'll be corrected, but I think you can only be wished back once, which was a thing where they had to go.
Yeah.
They got Namek.
Yeah, that's where they had to go to get
so
Namek's
that they
Dragon
could
Balls.
wish people.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why doesn't everyone just share the Dragon Balls? Share the
Yeah, they
wish.
could just like make a one wish at a time.
Bad guys don't share. Like,
But
come
they only
on.
get like the one wish, so they're
Most
like,
of the bad guys want to be immortal.
Yeah.
They have used it for very stupid things before.
Is that what he wished for? Was immortality?
Like
now?
money.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah, they're wishing for their like immortal demon army of magic.
Ah.
Oh yeah, and then they disperse again.
You're
when
too
you
late,
use them.
Goku.
Again.
So that's why they need the radar to go and find where they are.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
This
Hands
guy's
out and he's this tall.
I know.
Napoleonic
Yeah.
complex.
Junior, master of all, let me witness.
I do want to comment on that guy's shorts.
Oh
They
yeah.
are very 80s.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's shorts. It's really more of like a short tunic situation
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
happening
His
there.
thighs
But he's
look
definitely got
great.
like underwear
definition.
on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You must be the famed Goku. That's right.
I am Goku.
And then he waits for them to acknowledge that yes, he said that.
Yes.
You'll be crying too. You think so?
They just give him back the sun. They don't need
Yeah.
the sun anymore,
Yeah.
do they?
No.
They used
Well,
up the Dragon
Goku wants
Wish.
the Dragon Ball back, probably, right?
No, the
No,
Dragon Ball's gone.
It's gone.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. They used it.
So the transaction's complete.
Is that his dad?
No.
no.
Kami's the old man.
This isn't your fight.
That Piccolo's dad?
He's the. No, he's just like the guardian of the earth.
He's really complicated his relationship with Piccolo.
Yeah.
Which we can get into.
Does Piccolo know who his dad is? Because I have my
Yeah, Piccolo
suspicions.
Senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Piccolo
Who-
Senior?
There's a lot of just
The
like junior.
translation in Japan
Listen,
is much-
King Piccolo.
Piccolo's my
Piccolo.
father's name.
Yeah.
You can call me Pick.
I'm Pick Junior.
At the very end, well, in Dragon Ball, he essentially spit out Piccolo, the Piccolo that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
This is some trippy like
But
roto animation.
King Piccolo was originally actually a part of Kami, and they split.
Yep.
He's the evil portion of him. It's very,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
a lot.
So like
This
Piccolo
looks cool
is
as shit. Why don't they do this
sorta-
more of this?
Oh, I think they're actually explaining, or
Yeah.
they're explaining part of that.
The Dragon Ball? Yeah.
What happened to Garlic
Yep.
Jr.'s dad, Garlic Senior.
Then you should have passed my father the throne. It would have saved me the trouble of having to kill you myself.
I only came here for one reason. Where's Gohan?
Don't worry about him. He's dead tired.
Why is he dead?
Dead
There
tired.
definitely should have been a comedic
He's
pause.
dead.
Dead.
He's dead.
Dead tired.
I've been running around after him all day. It's exhausting.
Come on, man. Take a chill.
This is also another reason
We
why I
have
love
fun here.
I love this version of Goku, even though we love him as Super Saiyan, but this is like his ground fighting
Yeah.
skills. I love seeing him fight in just his
Yeah.
natural form.
Does he do any dumb, stupid stuff in this?
He probably
Okay,
does.
good.
Almost always.
He's
People got
comedic-
really upset that we called Goku dumb.
No,
mean,
that's pretty
he is
much
dumb.
Yeah. He's the comedic relief.
Yeah.
and the people around him aren't.
Oh, he's
aren't.
actually the best fighter in the universe.
He is
Right,
kind of
but
by
He
accident.
uses all of his intelligence for fighting.
He actually hit his head, so he is pretty much and forgot his whole mission.
Oh, I
why-
think you explained this. Like
Yes,
he's literally
yeah.
a man-child.
Yeah.
He's
But that's-
emotionally and
But that's also his
intellectually stunted.
Why I think a lot of times he's pure of heart and able to get his enemies to become his friends.
Yeah.
Is probably because he lacks a
Oh,
lot
this
of
guy's
the
an
same
idiot. He can't be that bad.
selfishness.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a
But
pretty
I'm
sick
sure-
move.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we gonna see some?
No, that's
Or is it
going
too
Super
early?
Saiyan.
You might get a tiny bit of it.
Yeah.
Do we see a spirit bomb in this movie?
There we go.
Holy crap.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I love it. They're
This
so
could be like
small.
a drink your milk commercial from the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna
Yep, so
be
so
cool,
far
like-
we have recognized the early signs of a stroke.
You want big pecs and quads?
I love that everyone in Dragon Ball Z is thick as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In all the right places.
You got like thick, juicy thighs.
You
Yep.
need those to kick.
I gotta show you guys the episode of Bulma when they're going to Namek. There's like a whole episode of her in her underwear. Like she just looks like she's in a Calvin Klein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Damn.
thick.
Yeah.
She looks good. She's
There is something about
got some
muscular
thickness.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has very muscular legs. That's just Akira Toriyama's drawing style in general. I mean, even you look at like the characters in Chrono Cross and like
Chrono Cross.
or Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, Chrono
Yeah.
Trigger. Yeah,
That's a video game.
Yes. Yeah, but he designed the characters for that.
which you can tell it's like 100%.
Yeah,
the
he
same
has a
style
very,
as
very
this.
distinct
Because you can see like a
style.
built dude in real life, but like they go in the pool or something, they come out and they got these dainty little legs.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
a guy with nice thick legs.
Actually, they changed a lot of this in Super, where Toriyama started to go with this style that was much thinner.
Yeah, he did.
Because they're unrealistic body standards for men.
That too.
Sure.
But you'll notice as this series progresses, a lot of the fighters actually, like Frieza, are smaller. Like they're more powerful when they're smaller.
That's another one we have to
Yeah.
watch is Dragon Ball Super.
Well, I mean,
That's
a lot for
yeah,
you.
that's a lot of episodes.
I recommend it, but
Yeah, it's real good.
whoa.
hell yeah.
Oh,
Another
it's
little
Goku.
man.
Wait,
Another little
Oh,
man.
Krillin, right?
So it's
Yeah.
bald Goku.
Yeah.
No.
Not quite. He's a
Yeah,
human.
we got kind of lazy towards the end, so we just took Goku's hair off of him.
It's still 3-on-2.
That's Goku's best friend.
Oh.
Of course he is. It's just a little version of him.
Oh, that
Wingman.
music.
Oh, he's pissed.
Look at he's strutting. I
So-
love
Yes.
Is he a bad guy at this point or a good guy?
He's a
He's a bad guy, right? Because they make up in Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah, he is a bad guy technically.
Yeah.
He still wants to defeat Goku, but Goku wins him over.
yeah.
So like when you were gave us our first assignment, there was like an episode where one time he was the enemy and then one time he was their friend, and I was
Yeah.
like it was like wait,
yeah.
what?
Piccolo's an interesting character. Oh, here
Someone
we go.
pissed on-
Here
on that
we
man's
go. That's what happens when
Wait,
you get
what?
drunk.
Oh my god! It is piss. It's child's
And he's
piss.
sucking his. Oh, I thought he was sucking his thumb too. Just like. Wait,
Not gonna see that in American cartoons.
did they censor
Bald
that
man getting
when it
his
was originally
bald
on?
head pissed on?
No.
No. You couldn't see the little like outline
Pee-pee.
of his little baby
thumb
penis,
pee-pee.
but yeah, I think they did censor him being drunk thing a little bit. But yeah, the peeing part was there.
Yeah, he's beating
Garlic.
the shit out of that old
Yeah.
man.
It's because he got them Dragon Ball powers.
Krillin, take care of my son.
He just pissed on me.
Why not just get the child and get the fuck out?
Yeah, hurry up.
There's no reason to fight anymore. You found the kid.
Piccolo let it slide.
Piccolo and Goku typically team up when they have a common enemy.
So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking here. He's like letting it go
In the
because-
beginning.
Oh
Yeah.
damn! Look at them. Look at them thighs.
Thick thighs.
Thick thighs. Thick thighs take lives.
Oh,
Oh,
egregious ass shot.
that was definitely an ass shot.
Oh man.
I do like. Wait, so those are bandages on his head, right? Because
Are they? I thought he's like
Bandages?
he's a
Wait,
Sikh.
no, that's a part of. Those are weights actually.
Oh.
On Piccolo.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I thought
part
it was
of
like because
his
he just got
attire.
beat up, so they wanted to do like an old like
No,
tiny.
no.
But whenever he takes all of his stuff off, it's actually heavily weighted.
Yep.
Makes sense. Then it's like putting weights on your bat before you go up.
Yeah, exactly.
Goku also trains with weights as well. Like his wristbands and stuff are.
I need to put some weights on my ankles, get my legs thickened up.
Gotta get them Akira Toriyama legs.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You got Popeye forearms.
How many people do you think, how many little boys do you think realized they were gay in the middle of watching Dragon Ball Z?
Yes.
Like, damn, they look pretty good.
You know, I like said something about that when somebody was like, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z is for like little boys." I'm like, no, everybody's in
isn't.
spandex or has like they're super
Yeah.
buff. Like I was very turned on as a child. This
You
was
definitely have a sexual awakening.
Oh,
I think
me.
that's the thing is that because I feel like in Dragon Ball it's very equal opportunity of hot,
That's true.
half naked men and
Yeah.
hot half naked women. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they don't discriminate, which is why I never felt uncomfortable about the girl fan service in Dragon Ball Z because it exists just as much with the guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got buff as hell, like their little flat nipples
Yeah.
that they always have.
Well, because if
They're
they're perky
nude,
nipples,
like-
then it's hentai.
Yeah, that's true. I just love that their nipples are always just literal circles, which we got a lot of in Dragon Ball Super. The last, like 5 episodes were just shirtless Vegeta and then shirtless Goku.
Yeah.
So the old garlic man is gone. Or
No, he's not gone.
Nah.
He just got sort of defeated, but he's immortal, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, even though Kami
Oh,
hit him.
wait.
I didn't know what he was ripping off there.
Hold on.
Yeah,
What did he just pull out?
He
His meat
materialized
sword.
his sword
materialized
from
his
his
sword.
body.
Oh, it
It's
looked like
fine.
he was tugging on his penis.
Yeah.
Well,
His weird alien dick.
Debatable whether they have dicks or not.
yeah.
Piccolo,
If
not
they didn't
sure.
have dicks, they wouldn't be wearing the underwear.
I think that they have.
Yeah,
so
what are they covering up?
Yeah.
Piccolo, who is again a different breed
He's-
from
yeah,
them, he's Namekian,
Namekian.
but he's asexual, which I feel is something y'all should know.
How do they reproduce?
Well,
Oh,
his
they
dad
have
like vomited
hatch
him up.
hatch like in
Yeah.
Okay.
But Goku's definitely got a dick.
Yes,
Yeah,
he made
Saiyan-
Gohan
and
and Goten.
Saiyans and humans are definitely sexually
same.
compatible.
They have the same bodies, except that Saiyans have tails.
yeah.
Where's
Goku's tail?
Oh, it was removed permanently. But who
Good excuse.
I can't remember.
God, this is a real pain in the ass to draw every frame of.
Yeah,
so,
who removed the
let's
tail?
write this tail
Well, because
out.
like even when you're introduced to Vegeta at first, like he still has a tail.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was brutal. Mm-hmm. So that was like a spirit bomb?
That was Kamehameha.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Kamehameha?
yeah. Which is like the base energy attack.
Appropriated from the Hawaiians?
No, it was not.
I think I thought that it was named
Was it
after
really?
King Kamehameha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a fun word to say.
The
Yeah.
continent of
Or
Hawaii.
Kamehameha.
They have another.
Yeah.
Do they have
Yeah.
any moves named after the official state fish of Hawaii? The humu humu nuku nuku apua.
They do not. They do not.
Humu humu nuku nuku apua.
No matter what, I will stop you.
Oh, another thing to know about Namekians is they can they're like lizards. So if you cut off their arm, they can like regenerate
Oh,
their arm.
yeah, that's pretty
Yep.
cool.
That actually makes sense for some reason to me. He looks like a lizard person.
He looks like he would run the government.
Yeah. He lives under the Denver airport. That's what I say every time I eat at an Italian restaurant.
Wow.
When I'm done with you.
Oh, that's definitely a different voice than the guy I'm used to.
No, you heard the
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being so bassy.
Krillin, get Gohan out of here.
This was also 2005 that they dubbed this. So some of the subsequent dubbing, they've kind of tweaked the way they do the voice a little bit.
Well, he's
Yeah.
older, I'm sure that.
Yeah, and I mean, it is definitely the same voice actor. That's Chris
Wow.
Sabat for sure.
All right.
I still want to like go just watch through the window of someone doing like the charge up voice.
Oh yeah.
Y'all saw that one of the kid doing it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
One of my
Worst
favorite
thing.
videos.
Me
Oh.
Yes, look at he's swole as
So
hell.
the little,
Look at that.
The little man just needed to
Yep.
to yell a bit.
He's been hitting GNC.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's yoked.
He is.
He even changed his color and just everything about his appearance.
Holy
Damn.
crap.
He's
No nips.
Stay here and don't move.
Dang.
very vascular.
Yeah, very vascular.
Yes.
Veiny.
Oh God, he's hitting him and nothing's even happening.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And this movie did have a theatrical release, so the animation holds up a little better than some of like the early episodes of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is well made.
Yes.
There's definitely like other episodes of Dragon Ball Z I've seen. You can tell where they cut
We're like,
corners.
oh, the C team animated that one.
Yeah.
But the episodes are a little bit different because they had to make them so quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, and there's like
Same
40
with
episodes
Super.
per season.
yeah.
It's wild. Although the episodes are only like 15 minutes long when you take out the intros and the outros.
Yes.
Run,
song.
Krillin!
I'm telling you, the guy that
Okay, this is my
Damn.
confusion.
He's got a big, tough head.
How did that knock Krillin out? Like Krillin's supposed
Yeah.
to. Krillin's like a decent warrior.
Yeah.
Like a block falling on his head shouldn't knock him out.
No.
Yeah, but it's
I
made
mean,
of,
it
like,
was
some weird
part of
space
a.
material.
I was going to say it was also most of a walkway that fell on his
Oh,
head,
okay.
not just a block, but.
Yeah.
like I don't know what kind of stone they got. up
Power
here in
levels
this
are
place.
all over the place in
Yeah.
this series.
No joke, like that big guy, Onion
Garlic Jr.?
Garlic Evolved. He that looks like the drawings that where kids would make up characters.
Yeah.
Be like, I made up this anime character. Like that looks like a made up thing that like a 15-year-old did.
He's big,
got-
he's
got
really,
12
really
abs.
strong, and he's blue, and he's got big ears, and you
And
can't
his mom
beat him.
yells at him. But he doesn't care.
And he's got abs on his face.
He does. He has like head abs.
Washboard
Yeah, he
forehead.
does.
Hey, head abs.
All right.
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go.
My nipples.
Take it off.
I love it.
It's just
he's
hair
tearing
and
it
all.
off.
See how
Boots
they
and
like,
yeah.
they sound heavy because they're like, his gear is weighted.
All right, now here goes Piccolo.
Reptiles don't have nipples though, right?
He doesn't take his shirt off usually.
I feel like we've seen it maybe.
Yeah,
when-
we definitely have.
I feel like there also have been women that have hit on Piccolo once or twice.
Yeah.
He's very attractive.
Yeah.
For a green monster, he looks great.
That deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He could get it, I think, if he
he
wanted.
totally could if he actually physically could, which he cannot. So
We don't know. It might be like
That's
what
fair.
Shape of Water? What was it?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it might be.
Yeah. He takes care of the ladies' needs first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that big lizard tongue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Split down the middle.
His head looks like a honeycomb. That's what it,
yeah, it does.
How is this possible? I just gave one of the Dragon Balls to the dragon.
Well, actually, you have to have all 7 of them to summon the dragon.
Damn it.
Oh, damn.
And his house too.
His house fell down,
house,
too.
I
On
know.
a giant
Just
cock
adding
throne.
insult to injury.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, kidnapping that child was a big mistake.
It really was.
I like
If
that.
they had just taken the Dragon Ball
yeah,
and not the
truly.
kid,
All they wanted was
Truly.
his hat.
That's the thing with this is like it's like with Little Mermaid, where I'm sure like back then they were like, I don't know, that throne kind of looks like a dick, and then the animators were like, well,
Oh,
it's because
yeah.
we drew it to look like a dick.
Yeah, we were bored.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, so Piccolo and Goku are now going to go.
Okay.
Or
What?
Piccolo wants to go at him.
yeah.
Why? The fight's over. What beef did the...
Oh,
he's
is
back.
it over? This is Dragon Ball Z. It's never really over.
Find out on the next movie.
So he is reversing gravity.
Yeah.
He's throwing a bunch of rocks up into space.
I
Creating
mean-
a sky tornado.
Immortality's got a lot of perks.
I can see why people would watch this while high, though.
Oh, for
Especially,
sure.
like, this movie has higher quality animation.
Still, I think it would give me
Taking
anxiety.
risks.
And the little puppet, like, dinosaur dancing people.
Yeah.
Like the cute episodes where he learns how to drive, like that would be great on marijuana. But this stuff, I would just be like, man, fucking. This is intense.
It just
People have a
ruin
lot
your
of problems.
day.
ripping a black hole into the.
One might call it a dead zone.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is there a titular line in this?
I'm done. What?
Is there a titular line in this? Like, I'm sending you to the dead zone.
I don't remember. I don't believe so though. Well,
That was your one
You
job,
did a bad
Krillin.
job, Krillin.
Your one job. Dude,
where is
Goku
that-
also thick.
Where is that child? This guy's really throwing out the baby with the bathwater. This is your home, sir, Mr. Garlic.
I like that his little things were going.
His antennas.
nice try, Piccolo. Oh, there we go. There's
just
the
in
dead
time.
zone.
There you go. God, he has daddy issues.
So he-
Everyone
yeah.
in here has daddy issues.
They do.
Did you
Piccolo
just say
has daddy issues.
He's
Yeah.
sucking the entire Earth into the dead zone, just out of spite.
Yeah.
This isn't on Earth, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. His palace is
Oh no, Krillin!
is on Earth.
What?
I know I shouldn't feel as bad because he is an adult, I guess, but Krillin just like you gotta feel.
You
for
can
him.
feel
He's a
bad
little
for
guy.
him. He also gets
Oh.
teased a lot on the
Little-
internet.
Danny DeVito.
Even though I think he's a lot of people's favorites because they relate to him.
Yeah.
Like
he's a
this is
great
what would
character.
happen if you were in this series. You would just die.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Oh hell yeah.
The boy is ready. How old is he supposed to be?
I think he's like 4.
Yeah, 4 or
3.
5. Yeah.
He's
little.
Yeah, he's little.
Okay, yeah. So I think it was they took him because he had the hat, and then they decided to keep him because they're like, oh, he's strong.
Yeah.
He's strong. We'll put some green face paint on him. He'll become one of us. We'll use him.
my
just
son.
like-
Nobody'll notice.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh yes.
Come on, little Gohan.
He has several moments in this series like this where he just
Yeah,
goes
Child Gohan is like a
crazy.
berserker.
Yeah.
It's great.
He's like Damien, but for the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this feels like a big moment for fans back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Does he exist in the original Dragon Ball? Has he been born
Gohan
yet?
doesn't
Gohan?
because
Yeah.
he
No.
hasn't been born.
So this was probably like, holy shit, Goku's son is.
Except that
they had seen. Yeah.
yeah, they'd seen him in the show already, but this was an instance of Gohan being powerful on his own. Like what we'd seen with Gohan in the show mostly was that during a full moon, Saiyans turn into giant monkey monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He
okay.
turns into an ape. He did.
So about once a month.
So he did have a very similar scene to this when he went after Raditz, who is
Yeah.
Goku's brother, and
Yeah.
he like burst out of the space pod and had exactly pretty much the same like reaction.
Yeah.
And now he's just drunk and gonna pass out again.
So the Garlic Man was kicked into his own dead zone, thus negating
The dead
the
zone.
dead zone.
Because the creator
Yeah.
got dead also.
It's like when you're playing on game online, you say you should do Alt F4 to use the cheat
Closes
codes,
the game, yeah.
and then it closes the game.
Yep.
It's exactly like
I
that.
don't even
You
remember
just-
how this ends. This is it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the whole movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
this-
what? It's just like
it's
one
about to
giant
end.
fight scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of these.
That's what
Like
most
one
of the movies
singular.
are.
The movies. Yeah.
I was just getting into it.
Yeah.
Then you can watch the next one.
He fell into the dead zone of his own creation, and he will live forever there.
Jesus.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah.
Kind of backfired. His whole wish backfired. As they usually do. Anytime you get someone who's like, I'm going to grant you a wish, it's always a lesson you're going to learn.
That's true.
Yeah.
The boy has sentenced the man to the literal definition of Christian hell. This could have all been prevented if I'd just been home on time.
Wait a sec. Don't you remember what happened?
I remember my dad's the strongest fighter in the whole
Oh. Gohan, actually, you're the savior of the Earth, but we're just gonna not talk about it.
Don't inflate the boy's ego too much.
His mom is going to be pissed.
So mad.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mother about this.
I feel like Goku says that.
Oh, just walking
He is
off into the
adorable.
horizon. I know.
Very
Child
cute kid.
Gohan was real cute.
He's so cute.
How does he lose the tail?
Piccolo takes it from him, right?
I think so. It's been a long time.
Wait for another day, Goku.
I feel like Piccolo pulls it, like cuts it off.
Yeah, during the time when he's training with Piccolo.
And the others, Garlic Jr.'s dark ambitions were never realized, and the world was saved from destruction. Goku did
That's
consider
also Kyle Bear, who was the voice of Ox King and is adult Gohan.
but he wasn't sure that Gohan should be a world hero just yet. He still has a few more years of being a regular kid.
I think he's ready.
Aw.
I mean, he fucking killed that
No,
guy.
no, I like the
I think
message
he's
there.
ready.
I like the message of like let him have a childhood.
Yeah,
His
it
world's
is a
gonna get
good.
so
Yeah.
fucked up, so like just let him
Yeah.
have
It's like
reading
it's
books under the trees and getting kidnapped.
inevitable that he's gonna have to become a fighter and save the Earth. So
Yeah.
like, just
True.
let him live his life for a little
No
bit.
more book reading for this boy.
I like that pieces of the universe are just in the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
and
mean,
there's
there's Garlic Jr. stuck.
Wrinkly
That's
ass
it.
enemies trapped inside of them. Wow, that movie
There we
was
go.
less than an hour long.
Yeah,
that was
most-
45 minutes
most
long.
of them are around that.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Funimation's been around for a long time then?
Yes.
Long time.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like the Netflix.
Here it comes a fighting, an apple-colored
No,
monster.
yeah,
a
Funimation-
nut-scented alien.
A
Yep.
nuts.
Nut-scented alien. That alien smells like my
Nut
nuts.
scented.
They meet and the heart beats faster.
Funimation has been one of the biggest distributors of anime in the U.S. for a really long time. So, yeah.
The original weebs.
Yeah, the original weebs. Original weebs.
Oh, you can actually hear the lyrics this time.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and little Gohan's singing it.
Or not.
Yeah. There you go. Dragon Ball Z, Dead Zone.
Yeah, you guys watched the first Dragon Ball Z movie.
Well,
Chris
I
Sabat
am
is
no
half
less
the voices.
confused.
He is.
I mean, but that's the thing is, the movie was just a giant fight scene. It was a setup and then a fight.
But Danny's right. That is what most of the Dragon Ball Z movies are. I would actually say that the most recent two, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, which they retell in Dragon Ball Super, they're some of the heaviest on plot of any of the Dragon Ball Z films. I mean, there's like the Broly series, but that's also mostly just fight scenes.
Yeah. It kind of gives, most of the movies, if you watch all of them, will give you kind of like a behind the scenes look of like what's happening
Yeah. The end.
Yeah.
in their lives when they're,
Yeah, and this one is actually important to see this one in some ways
oh god, it's starting the next movie in 8 seconds. Stop it.
because Garlic Jr. does come back
Yeah,
in
yeah. Oh, he
Dragon
does?
Ball Z.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd seen the last of Garlic Jr.
Right? He wasn't just gonna like.
Because the thing about garlic is it lingers.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
What, so
accurate.
when did the next movie come out after this? How long of a delay was there?
Not
Maybe like
long. Yeah, maybe
a year,
maybe
2
a year or
years.
two.
They're
Yeah.
just cranking out animation.
Oh yeah.
So
And we have the new movie, a Dragon Ball Super movie that comes out in December.
this December.
Yeah.
Yes, you should actually watch the teaser for it because it's pretty great. It has like a
But is it gonna
manga
spoil
style
the show?
of no,
No.
the teaser. No, I mean you won't know anything,
I'll
but
pull it up here.
okay.
I'll sign you out of your Funimation account.
Okay, thanks.
I know. I was gonna say
Don't
it
want
actually
anyone
might
watching
be
stuff
on
on-
Funimation.
YouTube.com. An American website. Dragon Ball Super movie teaser.
on,
There we go.
Official
Daily
HD Tweezer.
Yeah,
Tweezer?
I really
Teaser.
love the animation for it.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Getting a damn Jessica,
Oh, Jessica
Jones,
Jones
ad.
ad.
All right.
It's
Wait,
so.
What is this shit? Aries promo?
I don't know. But yeah, the animation looks dope.
Yeah.
It really
It looks
does.
Yeah, it's very clean, colorful.
Yeah.
So Super happens after Z.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Goku's supposed to be like 55 years old at this
He's
point. right?
not.
Nah.
It's only Super's only like 6 months after.
Yeah.
Z.
How old is Gohan at this point?
In his
Gohan and Super is in his
20s,
30s.
30s. Yeah.
So Goku's got to be like
So
45
Goku, but
at
the thing
least.
is that is the impression that you're under anyway is like Goku was pretty young when Gohan was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He was a teenage dad.
probably like 20.
Well, he isn't the smartest.
Or maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Also, Saiyans don't age the same.
Yeah.
as us. Like they
And-
keep their they keep their looks
Is
pretty.
Chi-Chi
Yeah.
worried about that? Like he's gonna stray?
Actually,
Actually.
As she dries up.
I don't know if she or Bulma have mentioned that a couple of times. Like
They have,
definitely
yeah.
look older than their husbands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, tune in next time on Dragon Ball movie. So I think, we got to go. I wonder what we should do next. If we should do more Dragon Ball shows or like the movie. Because I guess you were saying like the movie, does the next one kind of get you back up to speed to what's happening? Or is it just another fight?
All of the movies are, you really, for the most, with the exception of this one, because Garlic Jr. does come back, most of the movies are very much kind of side stories that don't necessarily matter all that much to the overall continuity of the series itself. So
They exist outside of the series. And then in Super, they had it like in the series, but then people complained about both.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was the thing. Is that I was like, okay, cool. And I can't wait to see what Goku's wife is going to react to this with. And that just didn't happen. It was just
they
like,
just leave you hanging.
yeah,
Not
I mean,
important.
Of all the movies that came from TV shows, this one was pretty good for a first go.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, it was
definitely.
very entertaining. I'd give it a 7
Okay.
out of 10.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could really like, if you take out all the parts of the script that are just like, then they fight. This was about 5 pages long.
Yeah, I was going to say that the script was maybe 3 pages.
Yeah.
I thought they had really good choreography, though.
Oh, yeah,
no, the
Like,
fights
they
are great.
were not just like fireballs at each other.
Yeah, no,
The
no,
art
no.
was-
Actual
the art was fantastic.
hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
The show looks very good with a better budget.
Another thing that I will say is the ones that I love are the specials, which they actually have one that might be interesting for you. It's on Bardock, the father of Goku.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like the history of the Saiyans, like where they came from, like Bardock's history. That might be something cool because it kind of exists on its own a little bit.
Do they have a Christmas special?
No.
Do they have holidays?
No.
I feel like they have a Christmas, I feel like there's an
Yeah,
old school.
a lot of the time they're
Like
you.
Gohan running up to the tree to put
They're
an
more.
ornament
I was
on.
gonna say Christmas specials.
They don't have a Christmas
in-
special, but I feel they have.
It's not that common in
Do they have
anime
birthdays?
even
Do
to
they
have
like
Christmas
celebrations
specials.
at all? Do they party ever?
They have parties,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. When they defeated at the end of Boo, they had a
Oh,
a
yeah,
famous
they do
party
have a
where they're all
party.
dancing. And
Bulma
then in
has a
Super-
birthday
yeah,
party
in
that
Super,
lasts an
Bulma has a-
entire story arc.
Yeah.
It's super.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
It's great.
Wait, and Super just finished?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever this airs, we're filming it like end of March, but it's
Yeah, it
just
literally
finished.
just ended last
week.
weekend.
And how many episodes were there for that?
100 and
Wait, what? When did this start?
2015, I
Yeah,
think.
100,
wow.
Right?
140, 139, so
I
it's
thought it was
somewhere
like
in that
just
range.
this past
Didn't
year
it
or something.
start in 2015 or 2016?
Yeah, it started 2015.
So is this like is there seasons?
Yeah,
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah, ish. There's arcs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's a lot of content.
Yeah,
is.
it's a lot of stuff to watch.
What are we doing wrong over here in
That
America?
pales
where-
in comparison to like a One Piece that's
True.
like 900 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Jesus. God.
All
right, well, I am-
One Piece.
Yep.
I think this it
You
was
guys should do a One Piece. Well, that would be a lot.
One Piece.
I should do a One Piece movie.
Oh yeah, you could do the most recent
Yeah,
One Piece movie.
Gold
One Piece
is really
Gold.
good.
It
What
was
does
fun.
that mean?
One Piece. It's
I
about.
don't
It's
know either.
about
Oh, is it a different anime?
pirates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a Dragon
No,
Ball.
no.
I thought it was like, it's Dragon Ball, but they edited out all
No,
the...
it's another famous Shonen Jump manga title though.
Because
Yeah.
they have the one Dragon Ball where they edited all the Goofy episodes out, you were saying?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They need to do more edits. Then we can watch like a whole
I feel you're
thing.
probably going to get in your comments a lot, which you probably already have, is Team 4-Star.
Yeah, I tried looking at it, and I don't know. I didn't really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll probably
I don't
still
know.
get a lot of your fans
Yeah,
writing
you'll
you
still get a
about
lot of
them.
people.
Well, so the good news
They're-
is we're just as ignorant about anime and Dragon Ball Z as when we started. So the show can continue eventually.
I
Nothing
feel
has
you could
changed.
point out now if you saw like a poster, or you saw
Yeah,
like
you could
someone's
name some of the
tattoo, you'd be like,
characters.
oh, that's Piccolo.
Danny, you know that's not true. I got his
Okay.
name wrong in the first frame
yeah.
of
I
the
feel like
movie.
I feel like we need a poster right now. We need a quiz.
If I get you a poster,
We'll hang the posters up here.
okay.
Yeah.
I have one of
So which
like,
one's
all
Vegeta?
He wasn't in this movie.
I know.
He
yeah, I
wasn't
know
in
that.
it.
He's the one with like the blue.
Yes.
He wears
has
like
the
blue and white.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like
He has the same-
he's like small Goku in blue and white.
Oh, yeah.
He has the
okay.
widow's peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
always looks angry.
He's one of the Saiyans or whatever?
He is. He's
Okay.
the prince of all Saiyans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Good. Well, we do want to continue doing this. We got. I really want to start One Punch Man.
It's
Yeah,
real
you
good.
should.
I stopped watching Devilman Crybaby about halfway through so I could save more reactions for it. And Elliot needs to see that one.
It's so
There's
good.
one
Add
called,
to the queue.
There's one called Food Fight.
Oh,
Food Wars.
Shokugeki no Soma. Oh
I
my god,
watched-
it's so good.
I watched the first episode of it. And
You gotta get.
I liked it actually.
It's
Apparently, Raina
really
Scully's a big
good.
fan.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
trying to get
yeah,
Raina
yeah.
Scully in.
Well, so
Yeah.
you mentioned this earlier, but like there are now at this point animes that are kind of parodies of the genre.
And that is what
Yeah.
Shokugeki
And so Food
is.
Wars, when I
Yeah.
first started watching it, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And then the person that was watching it was like, so it's actually like, these
Yeah.
are like anime
It's-
tropes it's making
yeah.
fun of? Because right from the start, the first episode of Food Wars gets like straight up into tentacle porn
Sure,
territory.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a satire of shonen anime, and it's
Yeah.
real good.
Well, that's
it's
how I,
so good.
That's how I felt about Devilman too when I was watching it. I was like, this is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Readily available for anyone with a Netflix account. Like a kid
Yeah.
could be like, oh, a cartoon.
No, don't let your children watch Devilman Crybaby. Don't let
No.
your children
Don't
watch
be
or
a
read
Goku dad.
Devilman anything.
Like-
but
A boob like bites a guy in half in the first episode.
yeah, I mean, two
Wow.
boobs turn into like demon monsters.
Yeah, and they eat people.
Yeah,
And then they do a rap battle, which I really liked.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. So we'll have to
My
watch those
friend
next
Keith
time.
Silverstein is the guy that's doing the like freestyle rapping.
Oh,
it's
we
really
should
good.
get him in.
It's really great.
That would be fantastic. So where can people find you?
I can be found all over the internet, wherever Emma Fyffes are sold, at my name, Emma Fyffe. I do a bunch of things. I have a Sailor Moon podcast. It's called Love and Justice.
You should have us on that. Just be confused
yeah.
the entire time. What the fuck is this?
Perfect. We'll do that. We'll be sure to pick a really, really weird episode for you guys
Oh, so
to watch
she's
and
like
talk about.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know more than me.
Yeah, and then I'm over at the Schmodown at Collider and do a Star Wars RPG over at Hyper RPG, and it's, just follow me on Twitter. I tweet about what I do all the time.
I'm at Ms. Dani Fernandez. It's MSDANIFERNANDEZ. I have a new podcast coming out on how stuff works called Nerdificent.
Oh,
yeah?
really?
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
I'm
What is
so
the- what are the
excited.
topics?
So we're covering like the history of nerd things like VR and Comic-Con and professional cosplay. We talk about like how it got started, our experiences with it, and the future of it. So yeah, I don't know when this is airing, but
Wow.
we should have a couple episodes
great.
out.
They
I
make good
know.
podcasts.
They do.
Yes, they
I'm
do.
so excited,
Yeah.
and they're paying us pretty good. So
Good.
Nice.
You
That's
get
because-
paid, bro?
yeah, well, no, it's because before that I had Iffy and I, who's my co-host, we had our show Krill in It,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was a Dragon Ball Z podcast, which I loved, but like we were definitely renting our own space and doing
Yeah.
our own thing. So now, and they were like, we love your chemistry on that. You want to come over and do
Explain
a
how
show.
things work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
So
that.
that's fun. So we have that coming out now. It's probably out now.
Great.
Fantastic.
Spotify. all that
Spotify,
stuff?
Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Great. Wherever podcasts are sold. And you know where to find me and Elliot. Right here.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Patreon link in this. I don't know when this is going up. Just check everything.
If you're watching this,
see what's there.
by the time you're watching this, we'll definitely have a Patreon link up. Check out the new channel. If you're on the new channel, subscribe. Go to the Patreon. Make sure that this channel still exists. And thank you very much for watching. And we hope to do a lot more of these. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having
Let
me.
us know what you liked,
And what you didn't like.
but be nice about it.
Yes.
Don't be fucking dicks.
And tell us what to watch.
Yeah.
If there's specific episodes of Dragon Ball or any anime that you love, put them in the comments, vote them up, and we will be your lab rats. Just give me all the anime. All right. Thanks.
All right. Good day.
Dope.